Good morning, welcome back to another weekly vlog. It is a really beautiful day today. The sun's out, it's reasonably warm as far as March warmthness goes, and yeah, it just looks really nice outside. It feels very spring-like. I really need to organise to go out, I think, for a little walk in my wheelchair. My mum was saying that down at the churchyard, like, all of the spring flowers are out and it looks really pretty, so I'm hoping at some point I can get down there and just have a little look around, because I haven't been out of the house for anything other than a medical appointment for, I don't know, I can't actually remember the last time I did. I'd just really like to get out and see some of the blossom. I mean, the blossom's just starting to come out, but there's sort of daffodils and everything else that comes out in spring is starting to come out, and it just looks like a really nice spring day. I don't think I'll be getting out today because I've got no one to go with, but hopefully at some point I can do that. This week is fairly quiet. I don't know whether I never like to say it's quiet because I feel like it just jinxes it and then it gets really busy, but I don't really have anything planned this week at all, I don't think. I mean, there's not even much point, I don't think. I'm just looking through my calendar and I don't think there's even much point in me going through my calendar with you because I literally do not have anything on. I have got a well, in my diary I've got an appointment to have a call with my gastro professor on Thursday, but I don't think that that is meant to be happening because I only had an appointment with him a couple of months ago, and it's quite unusual to have an appointment with him so soon after the last one. And also, like, when I spoke to him last time, he requested that I have a couple of tests and also that I speak to a couple of his, like, different colleagues of his, and I haven't done all those things yet, so I don't really know what there will be to talk about. So I did email his secretary, and his secretary was going to contact him to check. I haven't heard anything back yet though, so I don't know if that's happening or not. We've got Noah Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday, but he'll be at preschool for most of those days. And then I think I'm possibly going to watch a film with my friend Lydia on Disney Plus, possibly at the weekend. I need to sort out a day with her. I think we were looking at watching The Other Woman. I think it's got Cameron Diaz in it, I can't remember. But now that Disney Plus has got Star on it as well, which is like a new section of all sorts of things that aren't necessarily owned by Disney, or I don't know, are they owned by Disney now? I'm not quite sure how it works, but anyway, they're not like Disney films or series. So there's like loads more stuff on there now, loads of films, loads of series, and yeah, we thought we might as well put in another date to watch something, because you can't go to the cinema or anything at the moment, so that's kind of all you can really do. So I think hopefully I'm going to do that later in the week, but yeah, apart from that, don't have any plans. So I'm hoping that I can just get bits done at home, get on with some more tidying, get on with some more editing. I'd really like to get another blog post written because it's been quite a while since I wrote the last one, and my goal was to get more blog posts up this year, and I'm not doing very well at that at the moment. I just run out of energy and time, like, once I've done my editing and stuff. So yeah, that seems to take me the whole week, and then it's another week when I get back onto the editing again. But I'd like to try and get something written, or start getting something written at some point. But yeah, apart from that, not much going on this week, so I'll have to find things I can film for you. I'm lighting a new candle today. I seem to get through my other one really quickly, I don't know why, but I've gone for this one, which is Beach Walk. I'm not really sure what it smells like though. I mean, it does smell kind of beachy, I suppose. I mean, I have no idea what the actual scents in it are, but we're going to light that and hopefully it'll be nice. And yeah, I'm just getting on with doing some editing, and I will speak to you probably a bit later. Good evening. It's been a while since I last spoke to you. I got some editing done this morning. had some lunch, and then I have slept for quite a lot of the afternoon. I haven't been feeling that brilliant. I've just had a headache, but also like my sinuses are hurting, so I don't know if I'm coming down with something or if I've got a bit of hay fever or what it is, but I feel just rubbish. But I tend to find that this is what my health does. It just goes up and down. Some days are better than others, and today it's just not the best day. So yeah, I've just slept for a while, and now I'm watching the soaps on telly, and I need to I don't know whether this is going into too much information or not, but you know, pretty much half the population has to do this kind of thing. So basically I need to buy some bras, or a bra. I've been needing to get a new bra since like last year, and I'd kind of put it off because I wanted to go and get measured, and because of COVID we haven't been able to do that. Like nowhere, like even when we weren't in lockdown, places like Marks and Spencer's just weren't doing bra measuring, and so I've been putting it off, hoping that they would start, and it's just getting to the point now where I can't put it off anymore. Like I need some new bras. I've tried measuring myself, and I don't feel like the one that I'm wearing at the moment is the right size, but that's kind of, when I measured myself, that's what it came out as. A friend mentioned about the, I think it's called boob or bust method of measuring yourself, so I tried that and just got really confused because the measurements that it came out with were just not anything near what I'm wearing at the moment. Like the band size was tiny, and I can't imagine that I will be able to fit in a smaller band size, and then the cup size was huge, and she said, like, people said that you can like convert it, but I just got really confused. But anyway, someone else suggested that on the Marks and Spencer's website they have like an online bra measurement calculator thing, so I thought I'd give it a try. Apparently I don't think you have to even put in your measurements. It asks you like lots of questions. It asks you what size you're currently wearing, and it asks you lots of questions, and then it gives you what size it thinks you are, and it recommends like some styles of bras as well. So I thought I'd give it a try, because failing that there's just nothing else, and I just thought I need to order something because the ones I've got are just falling apart. So I'm going to try and do that, and I'll show you the process, and then once the bras arrive I'll let you know if it was any good. So this is the bra size calculator, and then you get this thing that comes up, and you just have to answer all the questions basically. So it asks what kind of occasion you want your bra for, so I'm just going to say every day. The type of bra, I tend to go for wired, but I don't really know what I don't know, I've just always gone for wired, but I don't really know the benefits of either wired or non-wired, but I'll stick with wired for now. And then it asks cup construction. I'm just going to go with all of them. Material, and then it basically goes on like this with various other questions, so I'm just going to continue filling them all in, and then we'll see what I get recommended. So I filled in all the questions, and then it comes up with the size that they think that you should be getting, which is different to the size that I've got at the moment. It's slightly different, and then it gives you like lots of different recommended bras that it thinks will suit your body type, and yeah, basically what you've given them, basically information wise. So yeah, you just have to have a look through and choose your bras, which I'm going to do. So I will do that, and then when they arrive and I've tried them on and everything, I will let you know if I think it's accurate and what I think of it. Good morning. I haven't had the best start to the morning. was doing alright actually. I got up at a fairly reasonable time for me, and was getting on okay with my breakfast, and then I just spent hours doubled over in pain in my stomach. Very noisy aeroplane outside. Yeah, this just seems to be what happens. I'd say, I was going to say on a pretty much daily basis. It's not this bad on a daily basis, but I mean every day I've got some kind of digestive pain. But this pain is it completely debilitates me. I can't really move with it or speak or do anything. It makes me feel really sick and dizzy, and it just seems to take up like half my day, which is just great. No wonder I don't get anything done. And yeah, at the moment we don't really know what's causing it. We don't know whether it's just the conditions that I've already got that are causing this extra pain, or whether there's something else going on. The ultrasound didn't show anything, so I'm now waiting to have this gastroscopy, which is having the camera down into your stomach to see if that shows anything. I just really hope we can work out what it is, because it's just, one, it makes me feel horrendous, and two, it can take up so much of my day, because it lasts for quite a long time, and then once it gradually eases off, I just feel completely wiped out, and it's just frustrating. I want to get on and do stuff, and I'm just a bit fed up of being doubled over in pain half the time. So yeah, my kind of good start to the day, my body just obviously decided, no, you're not going to get on well today, you're going to writhe around in pain for God knows how long. So that's how we started. It has eased off now, although it's just left me feeling wiped out. I do wonder if it is some sort of acid type pain, or some sort of, because quite a long time ago I was diagnosed with erosive gastritis, and I've always had problems with like acid reflux and that kind of thing. I'm on various medications for it, and it's still not good. And the pain, I get the pain across my whole stomach, but it's worse in the left hand side, which is obviously where your stomach is. So I do wonder whether it is some sort of like acid related type pain, which I'm hoping that the gastroscopy would pick up if there was something going on there. I just don't quite know what else they can do, because I'm on like the highest doses of like the PPI, is it PPI? I don't know if that's what they call them. The medications that you use to help with like acid reflux and stuff like that. I'm on the highest doses, and my GP's like, I don't know what else I can do for you. But I constantly wake up with a sore throat, and I can just feel like the pain of like acid coming up and down in my throat. So it does make me wonder if it's related to that. I just a bit fed up of it. But there we go. That's how my day started. I am getting on with doing a bit more editing. I'd like to try and get this weekly vlog finished. And then I need to go and get some lunch before Noah gets home from preschool, and then play with him for a bit. I also want to get my hair washed this evening, so hopefully my mum can help me do that. But apart from that, don't have any plans today. So it's just going to vary depending on what my body decides to do, and if it decides to throw any more curveballs. So yeah, I'm going to get on with this while I can and see how I get on. So Noah's been home for a little while, and we're just helping with his dinner. Noah, what's happened to your hair?
Was that making that sound?
It was the fridge.
What was it doing?
It was just making a funny noise. It was just making a funny noise. What's happened to your hair?
And there was house vanished.
Pardon?
And there was vanished.
What? What's happened to your hair?
His house vanished.
Oh, your hair's vanished. Who cut your hair?
My mummy.
Your mummy. Is she a good hairdresser? No, you don't tell her that.
You said she was at the church. You told Carol that she was.
Right, let's finish these little bits up. Well done. Was that a nice dinner? Is that one of your favourite dinners?
No.
Oh. What's your favourite dinner?
Broccoli mash.
Broccoli and mash?
And some ice.
Yeah, you've got ice in your drink.
Some ice mustard.
Well, it will melt. I can still see it in there though, look. You know he's got one of his socks on back to front today, haven't you?
Inside out.
That's what I meant, inside out. Who put your sock on inside out? Who put your sock on inside out? Jackie? I thought you said it was Mummy.
Nanny, stop!
Is the nanny tickling you? Have you got stinky feet? Shall I have a smell?
Some of this one.
I can't reach that one.
Funny.
Cake!
Cake! We haven't got any cake.
Have some
Chili!
chili. You want some chili?
Yeah.
Chili's not pudding. Come on then.
Get off your bottom.
Oh, look. Freddie's come to say hello.
What are those little black bits?
They fell out.
Do you know what they are?
Pips.
No, Noah. We talked about it this morning, didn't we?
Yeah.
What do we do? What can you do with them?
We can grow yeast.
Yeah.
They turn into watermelon.
What, so if we plant them in the garden, they'll turn into watermelons?
We think so. Well, Jenny's going to have a big greenhouse or an orangery or something. She's decided.
What is that pip?
What happens if you eat the pips?
No, I wouldn't try.
Grow into a watermelon.
Well, they probably won't hurt you, but they don't taste. You have to when you crunch them, they don't taste very nice.
When Jenny was a little girl,
Yeah.
I thought that if I ate the pips,
Yeah.
then I would grow a watermelon in my tummy.
Oh,
Is that why Auntie Becca's got
is
a
that
big
what's
tummy?
happened? Is that what's happened?
Did Auntie,
Did you eat the pips?
did Auntie Becca eat a pip and now she's got a big watermelon in her tummy? Good evening. It's a while later since I last spoke to you. Noah has gone home. I have had a shower and washed my hair and yeah, just sitting here having a cup of tea and watching some YouTube. I didn't want today to go past without acknowledging that it's a year since we went into lockdown for the first time, and it hadn't even like clocked my mind this morning. I don't know, I knew it was kind of around this time, but I hadn't realised that it was today. And I didn't actually realise that there was anything like happening today. I didn't realise that they were doing a minute's silence at midday, and I didn't realise they were people were putting candles in their front doors or anything. I've only found out this evening when I was looking on social media and watching the news, so I feel guilty for not knowing that. But yeah, I just hadn't seen it spoken about anywhere, and my parents said the same thing. So yeah, I do feel guilty because I wasn't able to join in with those things, but then at the same time I just think, you know, everybody deals with this kind of thing differently, and you know, today was meant to be a day of reflection and remembering people that we've lost, and I think we can all just do that in our own way anyway. It doesn't necessarily have to be a public display of remembrance. It's difficult to know what to say, and I read someone else that had written this as well, that it's hard, they found it difficult to know what to say without feeling like they were like invalidating other people's experiences or feelings. And I can relate to that, because I do worry that, like, you know, if I start talking about the experience of disabled people or chronically ill people, that it will somehow invalidate the experiences that everyone else has had. I'm just going to put this down so I don't drop it. And you know, like, pretty much everyone has been affected by this pandemic in one way or another, whether you've lost somebody that you love, whether your work has been affected, whether you've been affected by not being able to see family. Like, so many different things have obviously affected people, and so it's difficult to, you know, acknowledge all those different things when, you know, there are just so many different experiences. And so I kind of feel like, you know, I can acknowledge that everyone has had different experiences and everyone has struggled, but the only things that I can really talk about are the things that I can relate to and the way it's affected me. And that doesn't necessarily mean that, you know, I don't appreciate what other people are going through, and I don't, you know, empathise with them as well. It's just that, you know, I can't talk from a perspective of some of those things, because those things haven't happened to me, just like some of the, you know, some of those people, some people that have had those things happen to them wouldn't be able to talk from my perspective. And I think that's okay, as long as you kind of, you know, acknowledge that everybody has been affected by this in some way. I guess my main reflection a year on, and not even just a year on, but it's just been constant, is obviously the way that disabled people have been affected during this pandemic. And I mean, I've spoken about this in a number of videos, so I don't want to go into it too much, because, you know, you can watch back videos and see how disabled people have been affected. I'll link my video about how disabled people have been forgotten, and the timeline that Scope put together. I'll link that down below if you want to watch that. And I am planning on doing some videos, hopefully with a variety of disabled people, about what it's been like to be disabled during a pandemic, so keep an eye out for those. But yeah, I mean, it's been crap as a disabled person to see the level of ableism and discrimination this year. I mean, that discrimination and ableism has always been there, but this year it has just been amplified. You just can't escape from it. The facts and figures that keep coming out, you know, saying that 6 out of 10 COVID deaths have been in disabled people. You know, disabled people having do not resuscitate orders basically thrust upon them and not getting any choice of that. Just so many things. Disabled people seeing all of these accommodations be put into place that we were told were not possible, and all of a sudden, when it affects people who aren't disabled, it can happen like that. Shielding, and how many people have just been forgotten and fallen through the cracks. The issues with the vaccine and people being left off the list. I mean, that's just like a few that come to the top of my head. And I don't know, I know as a disabled person that I have found this year really, really hard, mentally and physically. My health has declined through not being able to access the medical treatment and care that I need. And I know that's the same for a lot of my chronically ill friends. But also just mentally, I think just the constant... it's just a constant barrage of comments and the way disabled people have just continued to be treated. You know, I mean, it started with the sort of, you know, oh, only people with underlying conditions will get ill and die from COVID, and that has just carried on and got bigger and bigger and bigger, and more stuff has piled up on top of that. And it's just been really hard to hear that, and to really see that so much of society just doesn't value the lives of disabled people. To feel like if you died, you would be a kind of acceptable death because you were disabled or had an underlying health condition. That level of just it being ignored, like that, you know, when those statistics came out about 6 out of 10 COVID deaths being in disabled people, there was just hardly any coverage. I think, like the second time, so the first time round, like halfway through the pandemic, like halfway through the last year, data came out about disabled deaths, and I didn't see anything, didn't see anybody talking about it, no mainstream media, like nothing. And then more recently, when the next lot of statistics came out, I think it made some mainstream media, like on the day that the statistics came out, but that was it. Wasn't spoken about again. I don't think I saw any non-disabled people talking about those statistics, and it just, that really hurt, really hurt, because I just think people should be angry, people should be questioning it, and they're not. And I think that's been my saving grace, is the disabled community on Instagram and Twitter, because I think if I hadn't had that, I would have just felt so alone and even more scared than I do. But it's good to have that community around you, because at least then you know you're not fighting this on your own, even if it is only disabled people fighting it, when really it should be everybody. I felt lucky to have kind of discovered this community, I think more so over the last year actually, that I've discovered it. And yeah, I do feel lucky to feel part of a community of amazing disabled people who have so much to offer and who are just being ignored by society and really shouldn't be. So yeah, that's kind of my reflections of the last year. I mean, obviously, as I said earlier, I want to acknowledge how everyone else has been affected as well. You know, my heart goes out to anybody that has lost somebody, whether it's through COVID or through something else. You know, I'm thinking, my thoughts are with you. There's never a good time to lose somebody, but I think losing somebody during the last year has been especially hard, because things have just been so different. We haven't been able to have families around us, the funerals haven't been able to be the same, and yeah, my heart goes out to anybody that's lost somebody, to anybody that has lost a job or has seen their income dramatically decrease, who is struggling with their mental health or their physical health, who's struggling without having family around them, who's had a baby and has not been able to, you know, do the things that they had hoped that they would do when they had their baby. There's so many people that have been affected in so many different ways. And so I do just want to say that I'm thinking of everybody today. Good morning. Please excuse the noise. Noah's currently demolishing a house that he built out of bricks. How you doing, Noah? So it's just me and Noah at the moment. My dad has had to go and do some work down at the church, and my mum has taken my sister to a midwife appointment. So it's just you and me, isn't it, Noah?
Yeah.
So it's it. Auntie Jenny and Noah day. Well, not really Auntie Jenny and Noah day. More like an Auntie Jenny and Noah half hour. So yeah, we're just playing. He's just got his hammer and he's completely destroying everything in sight. And we're just going to play until it's time for school, aren't we? Oh my goodness, careful, I think you're going to break it. So what do you think you might do at school today? Actually, Noah, what did you see at school yesterday? What did Liz dress up as?
A chicken. I will be watching. Is still a chicken.
You'll have to see when you get to school today. Yeah, so one of the staff dressed up as a chicken and did like this little sort of dance and song. And at the end she was like wobbling her bottom and he just thinks it's hilarious. So he kept telling us about it, and they've got their preschool have got like a Facebook group for parents, and also my mum's on it because she takes him so much. And they post like videos and photos of what they've been doing. So there's a video of the member of staff doing the chicken dance, and he just keeps watching it and watching it. We've had a good morning so far, haven't we? Noah? Have we had a good morning so far?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's all broken. What are you going to do now?
Yeah.
Oh, there's still more to break. Excellent.
Andy's adventures.
Andy's adventures.
And hey Dougie.
Hey Dougie.
And Bing.
And Bing.
What's that?
I'm not sure who that is.
Puppet. And number blocks.
Yeah.
And Octonauts.
Octonauts, yeah.
You had me at hello, 'cause where you go is where I go. I don't need nobody else. I got you, and you got me too. You can ride all the blue. I wanna do what you want to. We can leave and run away someday, someday. I've been saving.
So Noah went off to preschool. I got myself dressed and stuff, and I've just been putting a video up and replying to some YouTube comments, and also importing some footage off a memory card. Just doing like little sort of jobs. I always feel like when I've done stuff like that, I feel like I haven't done very much. I think because I haven't actually done any editing or anything today, but it's all things that kind of need to be done, and I really enjoy replying to comments and seeing what comments people have left and taking some time to reply to them. I quite enjoy doing that, even if it is taking me longer. I feel bad because I'm so behind on comments, but at the same time I like to make sure I reply to each one properly, and that just takes time and energy, and when you're chronically ill you don't necessarily have much of the energy, so it just takes longer, but hopefully people are okay about that. And yeah, that's what I've been getting up to this morning. I need to go and put some lunch on, and have my lunch before Noah gets home from preschool. And yeah, then we'll have a little play. We picked some books off the, sorry, I've got a really itchy eye. We picked a few books off our big bookshelf, my mum and I, for Easter. We've got a couple of Easter ones. I don't think we've got a huge amount, but we've taken those downstairs for Noah to have a look at, because it's Easter next week, and I don't know, I just didn't realise that it was quite so soon. Like, I mean, I knew when Easter was, but it wasn't until yesterday that I suddenly thought, oh, I wonder when Easter is, and then I looked at the calendar and realised that we're in the last week of March pretty much, and I was just like, oh, okay, Easter's next week. I haven't done anything to prepare for it. So yeah, I ordered some Easter cards yesterday, and I need to have a think about what I'm going to give like Noah and Maisie, and also I get Easter things for a couple of friends and their children, so I need to find out whether they want chocolate or whether they want something different, because I know not everyone wants like loads and loads and loads of chocolate, and I know, so like for Noah and Maisie, if all of us got them chocolate, they would have loads, so I need to ask whether they would prefer like a non-chocolatey Easter gift. But yeah, gonna read a couple of Easter books with Noah hopefully when he gets home. I also ordered a couple of books online for him. One of them's pre-ordered, so I'm not sure when that will come, but there were just a couple of others that I thought were quite nice, so I have a couple of new books. I love children's books. But yes, I need to go and get myself some lunch, and then I'm sure by the time I've finished, Noah will probably be home. So Noah's gone home. I'm just about ready to crash out on the sofa. I'm exhausted. But I thought I'd just show you the Easter books that we were reading with him. We read them when he got home from preschool, and he seemed to quite enjoy them. We read a lot of books today actually. We were reading some of the other books as well. He kind of goes through phases of like, sometimes he's just not bothered by reading books at all, and then other times he continues to get them out and we read them. So yeah, we've only got 3. We could do with getting probably a few more like slightly more grown-up ones, but this is what we've got at the moment. So the first one is Spot's Easter, or Spot's First Easter, sorry, should I say. So it's a lift a flat book. Apologies to anybody who's not interested in children's books at all, but I don't know, I like being an auntie because it means that I can look at children's books, and I love children's books. But yeah, it's just a little lift a flat book which Noah absolutely loves, all about finding Easter eggs and stuff. So yeah, he enjoyed that one. I mean, there's not a huge amount of words, but it's quite interactive, and he quite enjoyed it. So yeah, that was the first one. I assume we probably got this on either his or Maisie's first Easter, I can't remember, but that's the first one. Second one is this one, which we've actually got the board book for and the paperback for some reason, I'm not sure why, but it is We're Going on an Egg Hunt, which is kind of like the bear hunt but for eggs. This one is also a lift a flat book. Oh, there's a bit of paper in it. It's illustrated by Laura Hughes. I don't know who it's written by. Doesn't actually say. No, not sure. But yeah, it's another lift a flat book, and it kind of follows the same kind of format as the We're Going on a Bear Hunt. So it's like, we're going on an egg hunt, we're going to find them all, we're really excited, hooray for Easter Day. I thought that was going to rhyme, but it didn't. And then you've just got lots of different flaps, and it's also got the numbers, so like 1, 2, oh, and there's a snail. But that was quite good actually, because it was getting him to like recognise numbers. So it's quite good to, I mean, he's 3 now, so I mean, he's good at counting and stuff like that already, but we are starting to kind of just, I guess, teach him to recognise some of the numbers and also letters and things. So this was actually quite a good one for him, and the illustrations are really nice. I love a good illustration. So yeah, he liked that one actually. He really enjoyed that one. And then the last one, I don't know when we got this, whether this is a newer one or whether this is something we've had from when we were younger, but it's called Easter Bunny's Surprise, which looks like this. To me it looks like an older book, but it may not be. And yeah, it's just a nice little story about the Easter Bunny finding a surprise, I assume. I can't actually remember what it was about. He wasn't as interested in this one, I don't think. The other 2 seemed to be more his thing, but it's got nice pictures again. Obviously got a few more words, this one as well. It's by Igloo Books, so it says it's sold as part of a set, so I'm assuming we've got some others that are similar to this. But yeah, so those are the 3 books we read today. He seemed to quite enjoy them. He's getting quite excited about Easter and chocolate eggs and stuff. I think what we're going to do is when we have him, I assume we'll have him sometime in the Easter holidays, because I'm guessing Lisa will have work to get on with and stuff. So when we've got him in the Easter holidays, I think we'll probably do like a little Easter egg hunt in the garden or something, which I'm sure he will be very excited about. So my sister went to Aldi a couple of days ago and has picked up some of the hot cross buns. I've heard quite a lot of people talking about them and recommending them. I think they have like 10 different hot cross buns, which is quite a big range. Obviously we don't have all 10, but she did pick up a few for us to try, so I thought I'd show you which ones we've got. So we've got the white chocolate and raspberry hot cross bun. We've then got the honeycomb flavoured hot cross bun, and then the salted caramel and chocolate, which I have tried one of, and I can say that it was very nice. Very sticky, but yeah, really, really nice. So I'm going to try the other ones at some point as well. I think we may have to freeze some because of the dates. I also really want to try their rhubarb and custard ones because I've heard good things about those. But yeah, let me know if you've tried any of their hot cross buns and what your favourite ones are. Also, I think Waitrose are doing a mocha flavoured hot cross bun, which is in the Heston range, which I'd really like to try. Marks and Spencer's do some really good hot cross buns. I don't know what flavours they're doing this year apart from the Marmite ones. But yeah, I do love hot cross bun season. Good morning. It is another day in lockdown. Not much to report on, to be honest. I slept till quite late this morning. Just felt, well, exhausted. I don't know whether it's because I had that headache yesterday. I always tend to find that they make me feel like kind of like a bit hungover, I suppose, for the next few days, and just really, really tired. But I definitely needed the sleep, and I do feel a bit better for it. And yeah, I've just been going quietly this morning, not doing very much. I did have it in my diary that I was going to have a phone appointment with my London gastro doctor. But when I got the letter through a couple of weeks ago, I was a bit unsure if it was meant to be happening because I only had an appointment with him in January, I think. And it's just really unusual to have another appointment that soon after. And also, like, in the appointment that I had with him in January, he had asked like for a few things to happen. So I had to have an ultrasound, a gastroscopy, and also speak to a couple of his colleagues. And the only thing I've done so far is the ultrasound, so I'm still waiting for the other things to happen. So I kind of thought it seems a bit odd to have another appointment so soon when I won't have kind of done all the things that he's asked to be done, and I didn't really know what they would be to talk about. So I emailed his secretary and they got back to me really quickly, and I just said to them that I'd had this letter with an appointment and I just wanted to double check whether it was correct because of those reasons. And the secretary came back and said that he thought that the appointment had been like a duplicate appointment, so I assume perhaps they hadn't realised I'd had the other one and that they'd made that one. But that he was going to contact my doctor to just like double check. And then yesterday, I think it was, I heard back from him, and the doctor confirmed that that appointment was incorrect, that he would prefer to see me in a bit of like over a longer time. So yeah, we cancelled today's appointment, and then I'm going to get another letter hopefully with a new appointment. So yeah, that was pretty much the only thing I had on this week. So I now don't have anything, but I'm okay with that because, as I said, it didn't really make sense to use up an appointment when there just wouldn't really be anything to talk about. So yeah, I've got a free day now. We've got Noah again today. He is at preschool. My mum said that he was in a good mood this morning, so that's good. But yeah, apart from that, just same old stuff. I'm going to get on with starting to edit another weekly vlog. I'm gradually catching up. I'm looking forward to being caught up, and then I can sit down and do some more like sit down videos and stuff, and also start working on my like being disabled in a pandemic series of videos, which I'm really looking forward to making. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'm going to give one of these a try for lunch today. We bought them quite a while ago, but I just haven't got around to actually trying one. I saw them recommended on Alex Gladwin's channel. I'll link her channel below if you're interested. She has 2 boys. She is vegetarian, so she makes quite a few videos about sort of vegetarian meal planning and things like that. And yeah, she just seems like a really nice person, so do check her out. But yeah, I saw her talk about these ages ago and we bought them, but I haven't actually tried one yet. So I'm going to give one a try. We got these from Tesco's, and they are 4 bean, oh no, it's not 4 bean, there's like 4 of them in there. They're bean and cheese melts, so you've got baked beans, tomato sauce and tasty cheddar, all wrapped up in flaky puff pastry. So I'll let you know what I think. Lenny is currently trying to get into the fridge. Are you right down there? He's like fascinated by the fridge and the freezer. Jaffa was exactly the same. Like every time you opened the fridge, he would like try and get in. Lenny can't really get in because of where the drawers are, but he still just comes over to see what's in here. I don't know what he thinks of it, but he's always really intrigued. Lenny, what are you doing? You gonna steal the ice cream or something? Is it very interesting? I kind of assumed he wouldn't really like it because it's cold. Oh, he's standing on his paws. Yeah, I kind of assumed he wouldn't really like it because it's cold, but he does seem quite interested. Anyway, I've got to shut the door, mate, because it's beeping. Good morning. Sorry, I had planned to film a bit more yesterday and it just didn't happen. After Noah had gone home, I was pretty exhausted, so fell asleep on the sofa for a while, and then I was trying to sort out some stuff for the Easter trail that myself and another lady are running. If you've watched for a little while, you'll have known that I, myself and this other lady, have done a few trails now. So we first started out with an autumn one, where basically different houses kind of took part in the community and they did like an autumn display outside their house, and then we put them all on a map for people to follow so that the kids had something nice to do. We then did a Christmas one, and we've also done a Valentine's Day walk where people put hearts in their windows, and now we're doing an Easter trail, which is going to start next week. So I spent quite a lot of the evening sorting out admin stuff for that and starting to just get everything together so that I can put everything on the map, and that just took a lot longer than I thought it was going to take. I also finished watching The Bay. I don't think I've actually said on here that I've been watching it, but I'd recorded it and I watched the last episode last night. If you haven't watched it, I'd recommend it. It was a good series. This is the second series, so I watched the first one. I can't remember how long ago it came out, but I did watch the first one when it came out, and then when I saw that they'd done a second series, I thought, oh, I need to watch that because I enjoyed the first one. So yeah, I watched that and it was really good. I think there were 6 episodes, and yeah, there were a lot of kind of twists and turns, but I really enjoyed it, so I finished that and can move on to something else. And yeah, that was pretty much the rest of my day, to be honest. So I didn't have much else to film. Today I don't have anything on again. It's like the running theme of this week. So just pottering around, getting bits done that I need to get done. Doing some more editing, trying to get this weekly vlog finished. I've just been feeling a bit like, I don't know, sad. I suppose, like, I don't know, I'm quite aware of like my mental health because I guess I kind of keep an eye on it because I have had so many problems with it and I want to kind of catch things early. And yeah, just, I don't know, I think the last week or so my depression hasn't been that great and my anxiety hasn't been that great either, to be honest. But yeah, I've just noticed that I've just felt quite sad, and kind of, I said to my mum the other day, I was like, I just feel like I want to cry, but I don't really know why. Like, there's not like, it's not like there's a specific reason, but then I think that's just depression for you, isn't it? Because, you know, you don't have to have a reason to have depression, it just can happen, and that's often the way. But yeah, I don't know, I don't like, well, nobody likes feeling depressed or struggling with their mental health, do they? But it's just something that I've noticed over the last week or so, that my mental health has kind of gone down a bit, and it's just something that I guess I need to be aware of, and to kind of keep checking in with myself to see how things are, and, you know, make sure that they're not going downhill too much. I do find that I get really anxious, like if I feel my mood dropping, it kicks in my anxiety, and I think that's just because I know how bad things have got in the past, and so any little sort of dip, I suppose I just automatically start getting anxious that, oh god, things are going to go back to where they were, and you know, they can spiral so quickly, and it just, yeah, I just get anxious about it. And I guess in a way that's good, because I can try and work on stopping things spiraling like they have in the past. But I don't know, it's a lot to get your head around, I suppose, when you've got trauma from having, well, any kind of illness in the past. It's just a lot, it can be a lot to deal with, and it's just a constant battle, and you're constantly working on yourself to make sure that you don't go back to where you were. And also I think there's just that kind of acceptance that I don't have complete control of it, because if I did, it never would have happened in the past. I never would have ended up in hospital, because I would have stopped it. And, you know, I know that that's not the case. You can't always stop it. So I'm just trying to take things a day at a time, and talk, and yeah, just try and look after myself, and do what I can to keep myself safe and well. But yeah, I'd be interested to know, like, anyone that has mental health problems, what sort of things you do if you feel them getting worse. What kind of things do you do that help? I mean, for me, I think it is like talking to people. I'm very lucky that I've got this mental health group that I set up, and I have a good group of friends on there who I can talk to, like, really honestly about stuff. Also just being open with my family and saying, you know, I'm just not in a great place at the moment, because then they can just keep a bit more of an eye out for me if, like, you know, if I'm not doing that well. So yeah, I think talking really helps. Distraction, I find watching stuff on TV can really be helpful. Sometimes I find it helpful to watch something that I really need to get into, so something like The Bay or Silent Witness, or something that's, you know, takes a lot of concentration. Other times I can't concentrate and find just putting a Disney film on or something is more helpful. And yeah, I think those are the kind of things that I try and do initially. Like, obviously if things got to a point where none of that kind of stuff was working and I really felt like I needed the help, obviously I would kind of reach out to my GP or the Samaritans or something like that. These are more things I'm talking about that I do, like, in the first instance, when I can kind of feel things just going downhill a little bit. So yeah, I'd be really interested to hear what sort of stuff you do. Good evening. Sorry that I look a little bit bedraggled. I've been asleep. But yeah, got a reasonable amount done this morning. Did a fair amount of editing, and then I got to the point where I didn't have any more footage on the computer, so I needed to import some more off a memory card. So while that was doing, I started writing a blog post, had some lunch, and yeah, had a sleep this afternoon. Just feeling exhausted, but yeah, sleep has helped a little bit. I'm just gonna go and get myself something to eat and a cup of tea, but I thought I'd just show you. I opened a bit of post, and I thought I'd just show you what was in it. I mentioned a few days ago that, well, a couple of days ago, that I had ordered a couple of new books for us to have here for Noah, and for when Maisie can come, and when Becca's little one is old enough. And I thought I'd show you what I've got. So the first one is called the Dinosaur Department Store. I feel like this whole vlog actually, because I've already shown you some children's books, so it's a very jam-packed book vlog of children's books. But yeah, I found this one on Amazon called the Dinosaur Department Store. Noah is quite into dinosaurs at the moment, and so I was looking at different dinosaur books and I found this one and I thought it sounded quite fun. So this is what it looks like. I will link it below. It's got sort of like rhyming couplets, so it kind of go, I don't know, this one is like, he pulls back the curtains with outrageous flair, roars and hisses zip through the air. So it kind of rhymes, and Noah seems to really enjoy like the rhyming books, like things like the Gruffalo and that kind of stuff, so I kind of thought he might enjoy this. And it's basically about a little girl called Eliza Jane, who wants her parents to get her a real dinosaur, and they go to the dinosaur department store because that's obviously where you get a dinosaur from. And it's basically, you know, they go round looking at all of the different dinosaurs, and it's just really nice, colourful pictures, nice illustrations, and it's just a fun story. The good thing about it was when, because I was like reading it, and it's got quite a lot of dinosaur names in, which I just have no idea how to pronounce, but when you get to the end of the book, it has all of the dinosaurs that are in the book and how to pronounce them, so that's very, very helpful for the adult that's trying to read the book. And yeah, I'm looking forward to reading that one with Noah. And then the other one that I got was this one, which is called Look Up. Again, I will link it below. And this one is about a little girl called Rocket, who is really into space and things like that. And Noah's been talking quite a bit about space recently to us, so excuse me. So yeah, I was like looking for space type books, and this one came up. I was kind of debating whether, because there was quite a few books that were sort of more like fact-based for Noah's age about space, you know, talking about different parts of the solar system and things like that, and I just wasn't sure what he would think of them. And then I found this one, which is more of like a story about this little girl called Rocket, and she's talking about sort of what she enjoys about space and how she wants to be an astronaut. But like as you go through, well, certainly towards the beginning, it has like these little like speech bubbles which say like, did you know? And it's got kind of like little facts. So it's like, did you know most meteors are smaller than a grain of sand? So it's got kind of little facts in it, but it's part of the story, which I thought was quite nice. And I thought it was kind of something that was space related, but it's got a story to it as well. And if Noah kind of gets more into space as time goes on, then we can always look at getting some sort of more like fact type books. But I thought this was just quite a nice little story to read to him. Good morning. Sorry the light isn't brilliant here, but it's a comfy place to sit, so I hope you can still see me okay. I'm not doing very well this morning. I woke up a lot later than I had planned. I just felt exhausted and I didn't sleep that well last night. So yeah, ended up sleeping until quite late, which wasn't what I wanted to do because I had stuff that I wanted to do today, but I guess sometimes you just have to do what your body is telling you to do. But yes, I'm up, I'm dressed, we're getting there slowly. I thought I would just show you because earlier in the week I spoke about buying some new bras and using the Marks and Spencer's online bra fitting calculator, and I said that I would follow up and let you know how it went when they arrived. I kind of still feel a bit funny about talking about bras, but I don't really know why, because like I said, like literally half the population probably wear a bra, so well, not half the adult population probably wear a bra of some description, so I don't think I need to be embarrassed about talking about it particularly. It's not like I'm kind of lifting my top up and showing you that, but yeah, and also I find, being a disabled chronically ill person, finding a bra can be quite difficult because I want something comfortable, and I find that I can be, I don't know, I don't think sensitive is the right word, but like, because I have a lot of gastro issues, I find that sometimes a bra can make them, I wouldn't say make them worse, but it can kind of not really help because it's uncomfortable, and also breathing issues as well. So I have thought it might be helpful for somebody. So yeah, I did the bra calculator, and it gave me a size which was, it wasn't the size that I was wearing. Basically it went up a band size and down a cup size, which is something I had considered trying, but I just hadn't really got around to it. And then when this one suggested it, I thought, let's just go for that. So I ended up getting 4 bras. I didn't get any with like nice pretty patterns on or anything. I just wanted to try some everyday bras to see if they fit. So I got a pack of 2 of the cotton rich full cup underwired t-shirt bras. I mean, one of them is literally just like this, a very plain white one with a little bow, and then the one I'm currently wearing is like a nude coloured one, and it's got like a little bit of lacing on the top of the cup. So I got those, they were £20, and then I also went for some non-wired ones. I have worn wired ones pretty much ever since, well, probably after I stopped kind of growing, I started wearing wired ones, and I've just always discounted non-wired ones, but I thought I'd give them a go because I thought they might be more comfortable, especially on days where I'm perhaps in more pain or something. So I just got these. Again, they're pretty similar to those ones, but these ones are plunge ones. And you've got a white one with this like lacing on it, and then a nude coloured one which doesn't have the lacing on it, and those are not underwired. I haven't tried these ones on yet. Those were £20 as well, so I've got 4 bras for £40, which I think is not too bad, considering the price you can pay for some bras. And I tend to get most of my bras at Marks and Spencer's because I've always found that they last quite well and they're comfortable. So yeah, I've got those 4, and I've tried one of the underwired ones on, which I've currently got on, and so far so good. It seems comfortable, it fits okay. I don't really know what else to say about it. Obviously I've not been wearing it all day, so I don't know kind of how it will feel by the end of the day yet, but the size seems to be pretty spot on, I would say, which I'm quite impressed by, because with the calculator, not once does it ask you to measure yourself. It asks you what size you're currently wearing, and then it kind of asks you lots of questions about how that fits and things like that, but it never asked me to get a tape measure out and measure myself. So I'm quite impressed actually that it fits. I think my mum's going to give it a try as well, because she's been in the same position as me and just not bought one because she couldn't go and get measured. Marks and Spencer's, I found out, do also offer, by the way, I'm not being paid by Marks and Spencer's to say this, it's just something that I found that is quite helpful and I thought I'd pass it on. Yeah, I also found out that Marks and Spencer's do a, you can do like an online consultation. So you can book the consultation on their website, I'll link it below, and then you get a Zoom call with a bra fitter, and they will try and do a bra fitting like over video. I can't decide how I feel about that, because I just feel like I'd feel a bit strange kind of just sitting there talking to a stranger by video call and then just like, you know, like taking off my top, and I don't know, I mean obviously that's what they do, and there's, I'm sure they will have been vetted and everything like that, and it's not really any different to going in to the shop and, you know, going face to face with a bra fitter. It just feels a bit strange, I suppose, because it's by video. But yeah, I mean, it's not, I didn't try it because I thought I'd give the sort of survey type one a go, and that seems to have worked okay for me. But the video one might be better for somebody else. I would be interested actually to see, like, when I can go back into store to get measured in person, what they measure me at. But for the moment, if I can just get a bra that fits okay and feels comfortable, then I'm quite happy. So I think I'll probably be keeping these because I literally have no bras anymore that fit me. So the ones that I've still got, which are falling apart, can all go in the bin, and I'll have 4 new bras that I can actually wear without them digging in, without the wire being broken, without them having holes in them. Yeah. And at some point I might get some more like pretty patterned or coloured ones, but I just wanted some that I could wear like every day. So yeah, there we go. That's my little review of it. Good afternoon. It's been a little while since I last spoke to you. I managed to get a bit of editing done this morning. Finished a weekly vlog, so that's exporting. I've had some lunch and I just haven't been feeling that great today, to be honest. My body just feels like it doesn't want to be upright. I keep feeling really faint and dizzy kind of every time I'm upright, so I'm now lying on the sofa to see if that will help a bit. But yeah, it's just a bit rubbish, but welcome to the life of chronic illness. It's just, yeah, you have all these things of what you want to do that day and your body's just like, nope, don't think so. You can just lie down all day because why not? So yeah, that's today. It's just feeling a bit blah. It doesn't help, like when your mental health's crap anyway and then your body just decides that it's going to make things physically rubbish as well, it's just like, really? You just get to a point where you're like, I don't know if I can take any more. Yeah, anyway, I'm not going to talk about that too much because I think I might cry. So I'm going to have a bit of a rest now. I've put the telly on. This evening I'm meant to be watching a film on Disney Plus Group Watch with my friend Lydia, so that should be quite nice. It's something that I can hopefully do while I'm lying on the sofa, not able to do a huge amount much else. I think we're going to watch The Other Woman, which is on on Disney Plus they've now got a new section called Star, which has just got loads of like old films, and presumably new stuff will come out on there too, but like series and things like that. And we decided on The Other Woman, which I think has got Cameron Diaz in it. I need to check, I can't remember, but I think that's what we're watching tonight, so that's the plan for a bit later. I'm feeling rather sick at the moment, so I'm just trying to breathe and not throw up. But yeah, I'm just gonna have a bit of a rest now, see if my body can sort itself out a little bit, and then hopefully watch a nice film this evening. So I've had a bit of a sleep, still feeling quite faint and dizzy, but I'm just gonna sit here, drink lots of water, try and get my blood pressure up a bit, and yeah, hopefully it'll be alright. But yeah, I'm just about to start watching a film with Lydia. I think what I need to do is do it, like click the link and do it on my phone first, and then it should do it on the TV. I'm hoping that's where we've gone wrong previously, but we'll give it a try and see how we get on.
I still remember.
So the film was really good. I think we worked out what we've been doing wrong. Basically, to get it to work on the telly, you have to get it loaded on your phone first, and then it will like pair up on the TV. And I don't think we'd done that previously. Well, we must have at some point because we got to the point of being able to watch stuff, but yeah, we did that first this time and it actually seemed to work, so that was good. And yeah, it was a good film. I feel like I've watched part of it before, maybe it was on the telly or something and I kind of switched it on, but I kind of knew what the story was already, whether I'd seen it, I don't know, a trailer or something, I don't know what I'd seen, but yeah, it was good. It had Cameron Diaz in it, and I think it had Nicki Minaj in it as well. My sister came in and she was like, oh, when did she start acting? So yeah, she was in it, and I can't remember, I don't know what the other two actors were called, but I just liked it. It was a nice, like I don't know, female power kind of film, and it was kind of light-hearted as well. It was nice to just watch and not have to kind of concentrate too much on it. So yeah, I'd recommend that one if you've got Disney Plus. Good morning. I'm feeling a little bit less faint and dizzy than I was last night, so that's good. Long may it last. Yeah, I felt really off yesterday, but touch wood, so far today I can be upright without feeling like I'm going to pass out, so that's a win as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, it's Sunday and not got much planned today. Sorted my medication out for the week ahead, watched the online church service, and I've just been taking it slowly, getting myself dressed and doing my skincare, and had the telly on, watching the Celebrity Bake Off, and yeah, just taking things slowly today. I was thinking of doing a bit more tidying in my room, but actually we have got, well, my mum got the Easter decorations out of the loft, so I think I might put those up instead, and I've got some admin stuff to do on my laptop, so I think that's what today is going to be. And yeah, it's like, well, no, it's a week till Easter, so we thought we've got like a little tree and we hang bits on it and just some nice things to kind of brighten up the place a bit, so I think I'm going to get on with putting those up. I want to get my hair washed today, so I think my mum's going to help me with that after lunch. And yeah, that's pretty much it for today. So I will show you all the Easter decorations as we put them up, and hopefully make the place just look a little bit nicer.
Just where it was needed, gleaming black as night, cloistered in injustice, dead in the eye of time. Nobody is losing, faces merchant change, but your face remains the same. Swallows will be here by dawn, and when we're finally sober, they'll be gone. The trees will bloom and ice will melt. We'll always remember how it felt.
Top of the stairs on my stair lift, about to get into bed, and I realised that I haven't ended the vlog. So yeah, I put the Easter decorations up with my mum. I will show you them like in more detail in the next vlog, because by the time I'd put them up I had run out of energy. But yeah, they look good and they make me smile, so that's good. But yeah, I'm just going to head to bed now because I'm shattered. So I hope you enjoyed this week's vlog. If you have and you'd like to see more from me, please give me a like and subscribe to my channel. Also hit the notification bell, that means you'll get notified every time I upload a video so you don't miss anything. Leave me a comment, let me know how you're doing at the moment, what you've been up to this week. And also let me know if there's any particular videos you'd like to see me do or any topics you'd like me to cover. Also come and follow me on social media. My links are in the description below, but I'll leave my Instagram and Twitter up here. Those are the two platforms that I'm mainly on, so do come over and say hello, and I will reply to messages on social media and YouTube as quickly as I can. It just depends how my health's doing, and I'm trying to catch up with old messages, and yeah, it's taken me a while, but I am getting there, and I do really appreciate any messages that you leave. So yeah, thank you for anyone that has left a message, and apologies if you haven't had a reply yet. I am getting there. But yeah, I'll see you in another video very soon. Bye.